Welcome everybody. Welcome to Tier 2 here in Abu Dhabi for round 14 for Tier 2 race tonight. The other tiers have done their season finale, but for Tier 2, thanks to a glitch last week in Brazil, they will do that one next week. So it's just round 14 officially for them. My name is Mufasa. I will do the commentating for you tonight, and with me is Iron Spin Kit for the comms as well. Welcome, buddy. How are you doing?
All good, all good. Nice to be here again, 1 week after the glades, and actually be with someone else. Be with someone actually in the commentaries. We love you as well, Dutch TV. You know that.
I knew that was coming.
The moment you call me Spin Kid, you know that's not true, because I'm a world champion.
Only constructors, not you personally.
Still world champion.
Anyhow, let's talk about Tier 2 as they got a title fight going on as well.
So, yeah, it's basically we have 5 contenders, but 2 of them still isn't racing tonight. Frankie and Christopher, I think it's a 3-way battle. I think most of people agree. So it's MG Dunn leading the championship with 123 points. Then it's his brother, Ashita Dunn, the other Alpine, with 113 points, 10 points behind. And then the other brother, Papasivo on the McLaren, who is 111 points, who is on 12 points from the lead. So it's basically a brother versus brother versus brother at the end.
It's a family fight.
It's a family fight, yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Will that Christmas dinner be special this year?
It's gonna be. I just realized when I was reading the standing that Papa Steve was thinking that he's the brother of Will, so
yeah,
a hell of a fight.
We just got the first car starting his hot lap. Just gone through sector 2 or turn 2 and 3, and that is the car of Piano Jam in his Williams. Now going into the sector 2 hairpin, the very famous hairpin. Where I cheered very loudly a few years ago. He opens his DRS onto the back straight, and let's see how he tackles the chicane here. Nice and tight on the first part, and looks like nice and stable on the second part of the chicane as well. Left a little bit of track limits there, so very much leaving a banker lap with a little bit of margin there. Mercedes in front of him in the other hairpin. Let's see. No, he goes out of the way nicely. And now into this tricky section around the hotel section that I very much struggle with. And there's a yellow here as well. I suppose that's drivers letting others by. And it's not going to affect him too much. And he goes over the line, puts down a 123.8. I think yesterday we had a 122.6 in Tier 3 as the pole. So there is a lot of time on the board there. Gotsos, the man who raced yesterday as well, and I believe took the win. He might be able to show something that's going to beat that time.
The pole yesterday was 122.465.
465 even. Did you just quickly look it up on the screen?
Yeah, I did.
Well done, you.
Thank you. And for the people who don't know, Papa Stevo has a quali ban, so his title fight will be difficult this week. Because maybe the title contenders, the other 2 brothers, may be starting from. So this is going to be a challenge for him today. He needs a good amount of points to go to the grand finale next season, next week actually, to the Brazil.
Yeah. Couple of shout outs from the stream. We've got Oscar Bergren listening in. Welcome, Oscar. as well as your fellow Greek, Kostas, who's happy with another Greek lineup. Who's he paired up with this week? Kostasar, of
Costas
course.
just
And has he crashed?
spun. He spun on the final lap on the finish straight.
That's a bit of a half commentator's curse, as I was mentioning his name.
No, I don't think it's now curse. I think it's from his teammate.
Any other shout out, Robbo, in the party or in the stream listening as well. Welcome, buddy. Now following MG Dunn, one of the title contenders, on his out lap with a McLaren behind him, and I think there was a McLaren of Morgan, who might not be too happy with the positioning of MG Dunn's car there.
Yeah, I think the placement wasn't good for.
No, I think if he wants to win, he might want to take a 5-second gap there. Just in case. Anyhow, he starts his lap. Going through the first corner, and let's see what time he sets on the board for the first lap. Spray at the moment with provisional pole with a 1:22.6, already getting closer to the time we had yesterday. And on the first run, I think we're going to lose maybe 3 or 4 tenths. So 22.2 for Paul tonight. What do you think?
I think Spray will improve. Is that your dog in the background?
Yeah, sorry.
With the toys.
the wife is playing with the dog, and you can hear the squeaky toy. Sorry for that.
It's okay. Just try to finish like from the background. Anyways,
if we do that every time you spin, it would be non-stop.
That will be with Charlie, not me. I think, let's back to the subject. So, Jesus, I think the pole will be around. I think it's gonna be close with tire 3 actually. Maybe they will go a tenth or 2 tenths faster, but I think that's it.
Ooh, that was very wide by MG John. Sorry to interrupt you there, but he went very wide. Didn't invalidate. I don't know how he did that.
That was wide. It was outside the lines.
Only it's 23.3 though, so I'm sure he can do better than that. And I'm sure he will think so as well. Shippo, he's just starting a lap. MG John is finishing one. Morgan is not really improving. So let's stick with Shippo. Nearly 5 tenths up on his first lap so far. I don't know if that's accurate because he's not gone through the first sector yet.
No, he's not on the.
No, 3.4 seconds slower. Don't know what happened there.
He doesn't have any errors. He just put it a lap.
Oh, alright, fair enough. Morgan. Yeah, he's not pushing on either, and he invalidates.
So we need to keep an eye on SH Dunn now. He's on the out lap from the third sector. So we need to see him. Shooden, yeah. Just like you like to call it, Shooden.
Shooden was a request by himself actually to call him like that because it made his wife giggle. And who am I not to please his wife?
That sounds so weird.
I'm getting a really angry face from my own wife now.
I can understand why. So Shooden.
Yeah, that's the one.
Starting his lap, have a little bit a wiggle in the first sector, first turn. Keep it clean after the pit exit.
Look pretty planted through turn 2 and 3 there.
Keep it nice, clean with a good exit, I think.
To be honest, that Alpine looks more planted than the real Alpine.
That's true. Let's see how we can keep it on the weird chicane right at the first curb. I think he lost a little bit. He was
could have taken the apex maybe a little bit more, but he used all the room on the exit.
Doesn't set purple second sector, so he will not maybe be up there, but he will be up there. I think
it's the first lap though, so how accurate is that purple sector thingy anyway?
That's true. And Canada just put a lap is on P4 as well.
I wonder. Yeah, that car stayed out of the way nicely there, the Haas.
Let's see the time of
It's not a
shootout.
great time.
Ooh,
24.1.
I think that's terrible for a first lap. I think
Yeah.
it's behind Jeremy Morgan as well.
Maybe it's a
And
higher
now,
fuel load one just to get the practice in.
now that I said the championship is also sealed for the Alpine as well.
So Alpine
So they
already
are,
have the constructors
I
settled
think
for
they
them.
have the constructors championship for at least 2 rounds before because they are already leading for 85 points. That's commanding lead from there for because Alpine got a 1-2 in the Mexico and got a 44 points when McLaren got a 1.
Yeah, however, next week, which will be their finale, is a Brazil sprint race with 15 more points on the board.
It doesn't matter. It's they're leading by 85. I don't think things will be depending today, but I don't think McLaren can actually challenge for the constructor championship.
Oh,
Constructor.
how much is it normally? 20. It's normally 27 for winning for fast lap and driver of the day, and 18 for second place. That is can't do math anymore. 45.
Yeah, 27 for is 45. 27 plus 18 is 45.
Yeah. So that's
So
90
they-
without a sprint race. So they can get it today. So there's 105 points on the board left for the constructors, and they're 85 ahead. So if Alpine outscores McLaren by 20 points today, they've got it. So McLaren still can do some damage.
Yeah, don't underestimate Jeremy Morgan because he's a very good driver, very clean driver, and capitalize the mistakes of the other drivers as well. So he's up there when other drivers aren't. So I think that's a main reason. I think, and also why McLaren is up there.
In the meantime, the provisional pole time has gone down to 1:22.4. 2 tenths away from what I predicted earlier. Let's see if we get to what I predicted. Mansell on Bob at the moment, he is improving. Let's see where he is when he gets to the end of the second sector. He's nearly 2 tenths up on his time, which would make it at 1:23.3, meaning he will be somewhere between 5th and 7th at the end of his lap. Let's see if he can find some more time and maybe go for 23 flat.
Maybe he can keep it clean on the.
Bit more room to be left there. Oh, a bit wide, but keeps it valid.
Ooh,
23 flat. Did I call it or did I call it?
Yeah, you
well
did
done, Bob. And if you heard that, that's the wife.
He said boo Bob. Alright. He said boo Bob. Or it was only me.
No, she was taunting Bob a little bit. She likes to do that. Same power he's going in.
Bob?
She does like Bob. She just likes to tease him a little bit.
Everyone does, I think.
Very true.
Just realized Bob. I thought, yeah, Bob is tier 2 driver, right?
He is a tier 2 driver, yes he is.
I thought he was a reserve for a second.
No, he started the season off as a tier 1 driver and reserve. Yes, exactly. But due to...
He wanted to step up.
He wanted to equalize the tiers a bit more, so he made room for a faster driver from tier 2 to be promoted to tier 1. So he went down to tier 2.
No, we all know that he wanted to leave you as a teammate, so he left.
Shush now. The first one now to set a lap, or is Shippo's on the lap?
Shippo and then after it.
Ah, Robbo, you savage. He's saying man's not quick enough for tier 1. Is that going to be his new nickname? Man's not quick enough for tier 1.
Well, for next season.
It's a bit long. Well,
Well,
I
for
know
next
what it's
season
gonna.
he might be.
I know what it's gonna look like next season, but I can't say yet.
I think, yeah, but I think even now Bob is pretty good. It's a tier 1, even though he doesn't believe in himself. He's good. He's improving a lot from the start of the season. He got improved a lot, I think.
Yeah, obviously he needed to get used to his wheel at the beginning of the season, and he seems he's got that covered now, and he's finding back his pace again.
So next season, give him a tier 1 seat. I think you're gonna love it.
You will soon find out. We
I'm
are
not
working on that.
Just saying that my tier 1 is he's gonna crash the tier 1 with his pace. I think he's good for next season. He can actually win a championship for once.
He already did that, but it got taken away.
No, we don't know yet. We actually don't know if he won a championship. And
Bob
he retired.
What happened?
Well, that was it.
Was that the best he can do? Piano Jam just invalidated.
Ooh, he destroyed the... Who was it? Cavallis. He destroyed the 150-meter board. I think
that's not very good.
I think he didn't do it board, just went very left, very right on the...
Neil is pretty much equal on his time, a tenth slower at the moment. So let's see if he finds something in the last sector. 10th at the moment.
The championship fighter, well, for tier 3, the second championship.
Yeah.
A good result for him.
Very well done there by Neil. Solid drive. What can he do here? It's a decent lap.
P6,
P6,
4 tenths.
yeah.
Well, found 4 tenths from out of nowhere, I think.
Mikey is slightly improving on his time going into the chicane now. Oh, that looks a bit compromised on the exit for the exit of the chicane. I think that will cost him going into sector 2. Still improving on his own time.
Spray and pray is improving. The checkered flag is out.
Yeah, so it's Piano Jam, Algerian. They've been flagged off. Let's see what Mikey does. He's about to cross the line. Looks a solid lap. 22.9 makes him P4. Spray, did you say he just finished a lap? Or it just started?
No, he didn't improve on the first sector, and Kotos is also on the third sector. Let's see if he can improve.
And
he doesn't improve. I think he maybe back out.
The one with provisional Paul Farley has invalidated his lap, so he won't be improving. Kotos takes Paul with 122.2. Let's see what Spray... You had to say that. Let's see what Spray is doing. He's improving as well, I think.
Boo.
And looks a solid lap as well.
Yes.
3 tenths. Mighty close to Kotos though, with only 12,000 slower. That will be Kotos then for Paul here in Abu Dhabi for tier 2. Spray in second. Varley drops down to third. I think he was on a pretty good lap before he invalidated, had to abandon the lap.
Yeah, he was on a good lap.
MG done on fourth, Mikey on fifth, and if you would be able to take the rest away, I need to get the dog off the couch.
Yeah. So Mikey is P5. The retirement of Man's Not champion put him on P6. Emin is P7. Then Neil is P8 with Piano Jump P9 and Algeria closing the top 10. Then we have Cavall is in P11, then I think the not good result for him. Showdown is on P12 with Tom on P13, then Jerry Morgan P14. Who else? We have P15 Superstar Legend, P16 Sane Power, then the two people who didn't set a lap, one with a qualiban and the other who just crashed, is Papa Stevo and Costas are. So that's your grid for today's race. I think MG Dunn has the better shot for the championship currently with P4. His championship rival beats P12 in P17.
Yeah, and P17 is the one with the qualiban, of course. But yeah, Shudon definitely having a bit of a worse day here tonight than his brother MG Dunn.
Koto says we are a hash sandwich. One is first and the other is last. That's a pretty good hash sandwich.
I have to say, Kit, the other Greek goes by the name of Kotsos. He's got more humor than you do.
He got a what?
He's got a better humor than you do.
Did he win a championship? I can hear you right.
I said humor, not championship.
Human? That's, I think,
humor.
Insulting.
He's more funny than you.
That's insulting, I think.
And it was intended to be.
And I know that people disagree on this. And I know you know.
No. Anyhow, people are now selecting their strategy, tweaking the last setups, and I know we've got the countdown going, so it can't be long until we see the grid lined up. No formation lap, so as soon as we got them inside, we will see the lights count down for the start of this race. And there we go.
That's a good one. 5 lights.
And 5 lights are out, and away we go. Let's see who has the better start here, and it looks to be Kotsov. Spray with a bit of a moment. Drop back to third only though. Bit of a fight behind with Spray and an Alpine, I think. A Ferrari and Alpine is what I want to say. That is MG Dunn, who dropped back to 5th place from 4, giving away to Ferrari. We do have a spinner. That's the Aston Martin of Schippo is a legend.
Can I ask something? Why it's day?
What?
Why it's day time?
It's set to realistic, and the race in Abu Dhabi always starts at sunset, but still with some light going and ends in the dark. So we should hopefully see it becoming fully dark during this race.
Currently watching Papa Steve making places, trying to take a place from Piano, but he can't. He's already P13.
We've got something happening for the title fight because MG Dunn's got a end plate missing, possibly more damage there. He's dropping positions. He's now in 7th place. Manson Bob and Algerian both went past him, and he's going into the pit. And
no!
Yeah, that will cost him dearly. He will drop pretty much to the back of the field, maybe in front of Schippo as he spun. Could end up behind Schippo as well.
He will be behind Schippo. That's a commentator's curve for me.
Schippo's going into the pit as well, so he will have had damage. Let's see what tires they go to. A bit of a slow stop for MG Dunn as well there. Went onto the mediums, so still not a pit stop to be had for him. Schippo on the hard tires going in, changing his wing and going onto the medium, so for him another pit stop to come as well. And let's go back to the front runners where we have Vali close to the back of Kotsos.
Neil goes for a move. Oh, Neil went for a pretty good move with Eamon losing the places. And actually back to P9.
Shudan doing nice as well, going from 12th to 8th at the moment.
Was 9th. He's behind him.
Yeah, that's a massive pace from him.
He already got like 8 positions in 2 laps.
And actually,
Less than
let's have
2
a look
laps.
at tires. Majority on the medium tires started. MG Don, of course, as well, but picked another set of mediums. Shippo started on the hards, but gone onto the mediums. And then the reason Papa Steve was up there is because he's on the soft tires. That's why he's got the pace. 3 hard runners still going. Kotsos, Shudon, and Kostasar. I think Kotsos did the same yesterday, and it worked out brilliantly for him.
Yeah, he did.
But even though he's on the soft tires, Mega Drive in the first few laps from Papa Steve there to be up in 9th place already from the back of the grid.
Well, let's go for a move for the lead. Sorry for interrupting, but
yeah, no.
Valley just got the lead of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, so we got a new race leader by the name of Valley. And Spray seems to be all over the back of Kotsos as well. Doesn't quite seem to have the pace he had yesterday, as he was mighty strong yesterday. Obviously different tier, a bit faster, by about 4/10 faster on the pole time than yesterday. And that will reflect in the race as well, of course.
You mean 2/10 because the pole time was on 1.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. It was
so it's only 2/10, just like we said, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, you said you're right. And Vali straight away setting the fastest lap as well. Vali, of course, being on the medium tires, that obviously has something to do as well with him overtaking Kotsos, I'd say. But yeah, Spray on medium tires, all over the back of Kotsos as well. Let's stay with this fight for a while. Mikey is not far behind, and not far behind that is Bob, still looking to stay close. Bit of weaving to break the toe, nothing too much. And Kotsos had a little bit of a look to see if he could get Vali, but he was just that little bit too far behind.
Mikey tried to get on the DRS of Spray, and he does. I think Mikey got a very good entry next because he was 1.1 and now he's on 5/10.
Yeah. Just
without
on
the
board
DRS, he made it.
On board with Papa Steve at the moment, and he overtook his brother Shudon with a bit of DRS on that second DRS straight, and now he can unleash more of that pace from his soft tires to close the gap to Algerian, who is now 2.8 seconds in front of him. He needs to make up as much room as he can in those first few laps, as those softs drop off after about 7 laps in pace quite rapidly. So he's got a few more laps to go to make the most out of them, and after that I think the medium tires will start to catch up with him again. And it's just the question of how long can he stay out to make a one-stop work, or does he have to go for a two-stopper. We got Kotsos into the pit with 3-lap old hards, so he will have picked up some damage somewhere.
It's not Kotsos, it's Kostas.
Kostas. Yeah, come on, listen.
Same name, but just make it a little bit.
He does have wing damage, and he goes to the medium tires. Still a bit too early to finish the race on medium tires at the moment.
And Kotsos now is going for a move maybe from the outside of Valley.
Very well defended by Valley to stay on the inside, but Kotsos will be able to carry more speed around the outside. However, Valley keeps the position quite nicely, but now the inside goes to Kotsos, but no, it's Valley still holding on to the lead, with Spray and Mikey just getting closer and closer as those two front runners are fighting and costing each other quite a bit of time.
You know, you want to hear my prediction for today's race? Even though it's rarely, you want to hear my prediction?
Right, yes, go on.
I think it's early, but I know it's going to happen. Papa Steve is pitting already.
Steve is pitting.
Already?
6 laps, 5 lap hold.
He had a problem with damage.
Yeah, there is
does.
a new wing waiting. He picked up
had it
some
from
damage. Will he have had that
you
from Shudan? From his brother? That would be really sorry if he had that.
fighting on the home.
He's gonna come out after his
Just
brother. Yeah, with fresher tires. Maybe he can drive back to MG Don and make their way forward together. I'm sure they both will be laughing if a safety car comes out, or at least hoping it would. But for now, it's Shudan being the winner here out of the title fight contenders. Only for 2
not
points,
so
but
much.
it's better than
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, of course. Bob made a mistake a little bit, lost a lot of time there.
Spray only and just avoided being a Latifi there. He went very wide again. I think he did that in quali as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did in quali as well.
He didn't got the lap invalidation for it, so maybe he's just found how to gain the most out of it without getting a track limit penalty. If so, he's going to scare us for the rest of the 22 remaining laps through that corner.
Yeah, so I want to go back to my a little bit and maybe hopeful.
Yeah, so we're going to do a
think.
prediction.
Massa or Bob's going to finish on the podium.
He's going to end on the podium.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing and a half to say.
I think either one of the three of the front who will crash.
That's a spicy prediction.
Spray and Cortez had a crash together yesterday, so why not today?
All right. Shoot on the back of Cavalis, and with the DRS, Cavalis without, and Shudon takes another position. And actually, Airman overtook them both in that fight. So even though Shudon takes a bit from far back,
from nowhere.
What a move!
Back. That was a great move.
Yeah, it happened in quite a bad camera position for me, so I couldn't quite see which of the armor I missed.
Sorry to interrupt, but Mikey second with Cottas spray.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually hit each other. Because they were going slowly in the first, in the last quarter.
Kotsos doesn't seem to have wing damage. Mikey, no, Mikey is still in one piece, and Spray seems to be in one piece as well. But Spray has dropped back a little bit.
Definitely something happened between them.
And Valley now got a comfortable lead of 2.5 seconds. Dan Martin is rooting for Neil on the stream, saying let's go Neil. I'm sure that's Dan. It has to be Dan. Sure he can. It's ironic. He's cheering him on now after he beat him in the in the Drivers' Championship yesterday in Tier 3. Very sportsmanlike though to cheer Neil on. Everybody loves a bit of the Great Wall of Neil.
Send a player jump. Who does a lot? Oh, and we have an airman spawning and having going. Oh, that's
not a position for Shudan then. Gotsos just took P2 back from Mikey. So he's now able to fight back towards Vali. I think it was around lap 10 where the hards were going to have the better pace over the mediums yesterday. I assume it will be similar to that today.
Dan says he was an enemy for one race, never again. Never.
Yeah, good to have you watching Dan. It's nice you tuning in to see Neil do well on this race. Getting a horrible camera position for Kotsos and an even worse one for Mikey as they're fighting through the chicane here. Mikey taking the outside line, going into the hairpin, but with the DRS, that one is done and dusted, and he's taken over again from Kotsos. Kotsos now in third place, Mikey in second. If they can work together rather than cost each other time, maybe they can fight back towards Varley. Otherwise, they will just end up in the lap of Spray and Pray and Men's Not Bob to join the fight. What else have we got going on? We got Tom and Shudon. Shudon lost the position again, now in 9th place. Cavoulis took it again, and Spray gets a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Tom fighting with Piano Jam and Shudon for 9th, 10th and 11th place. Let's see if he can do something in his black Mercedes. As Cavales now gets 3-second time penalty. Well, quite a few drivers have got penalties now. Let's see what they are. All of them 3 seconds for track limits, and it's Spray, Algerian, Cavolis, Piano Jam and J.M. Morgan. And remember guys, those that get a 3-second time penalty because they went into the pit completely normally and got a track limit over it, make sure to get your race director after the race if you want that removed. And we see Cavolis and Shudon, where Shudon overtakes Cavolis in the chicane. That was done in the background, and a very nice move with quite a nice shot. Notice it slightly too late, but will Cavolis get the move back? He does. Goes around the outside through the hairpin, and Shudon seems to keep it, but now Cavolis will have the inside line. Will that give him the advantage? And it doesn't. He backs out of the move, probably the wiser as well, as it gets quite tight. And that's Shudon up another place into 8th, with Cavolis, Tom and Piano Jam all following very closely here. Back to the front, where Spray and Kostos are still quite close to Mikey. That fight is going to go on unless they hit each other until the first pit stop series, and maybe even after that, but it depends who gets the better strategy. Kotsos now very close, has a look with the DRS, gets the move done before they're even halfway down the straight, and he's overtaken him. But now Mikey will get the DRS again, and let's see if he can re-overtake Kotsos on this straight here. I think he's slightly further away than he was the lap before.
Yeah,
he doesn't quite get it now. So that to me is half proof that we're reaching the changeover line.
Tom's going maybe for a double overtake. He's on the outside trying to...
He's got Cavolis, and he's not quite getting Shudon here, but he's definitely looking all over the back of Shudon. Shudon on the hards, Tom on the mediums. Tom still fighting very hard, so maybe it isn't quite the changeover time between the mediums and the hards, as Tom on the mediums still very much pushing Shudon along, saying, let's go faster, I want to make the most out of the space on these tires.
Let's see what Tom can do. We know that Tom as well. He's a good driver. He also can get positions when another made a mistake. We saw that plenty of times in Tire 3.
He's a nice, consistent driver, good guy to battle with as well.
That guy gave me a championship, man.
Just dropped out of DRS there for Shudon, and now
DRS,
becoming. Has he got a DRS?
He got a DRS.
Yeah, he has got a DRS open. Still, Cavolis is having a look, and I think Piano Jam is having a look as well. Piano Jam didn't get it done, but I think he has a better exit. Tom will still get the DRS, as will Piano Jam. But I think this move is for Piano Jam to take. Tom still taking the inside line, and who will get the position side by side again, and Piano Jam has got this covered. Ooh, takes a bit of a track limit there to make it happen. Very easy to unsettle the car over that curb, but he keeps it together. And we got our first pit stop, which I think is a regular one, by Mansell Bob from 5th place on the medium tyres. Surely he will go to the hard tyre, and he does. And where was he? He was in 5th place, so he will end up 14th,
11th.
I think.
No, 11th.
11? We got more pit stoppers, so that's why. Papa Steve,
no,
not Papa Steve.
Papa.
Tom and Morgan have gone into the pit. He's coming out right behind MG Dunn now. He's on fresher hard. Surely he will be able to catch up MG Dunn there. As MG Dunn then has to go into the pit very soon as well on those mediums.
I think, what a move from Canada. They're both fighting with Cavaliers, and I think that helps Tom with both of them fighting. They cost each other time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting for Tom if he can get a position.
He will be in the free air, so he will definitely have the undercut here, if I'd say. Because if they are scrapping alongside, costing each other time, their in-lap
Spray is pitting.
Algerian picks up another time penalty. I'm sure that was his second now, and it is. Neil, Spray, Algerian all pitting.
Not make sure then going to P4.
Spray onto the hards. Let's see. He went from 4th. Let's see how he rejoins compared to Mansell Bob here. And Spray actually joins in front of MG Dunn. So he's done a very nice overcut on Mansell Bob there. I think he had a slight advantage anyway. Mansell Bob might have been hurt a little bit by MG Dunn as he's already on the back of him. Yeah, nice overcut of MG Dunn there as Mansell Bob is overtaking Mansell Bob. The overcut was with Spray and Pray, obviously.
I think Bob actually gained position, gained time. I think Bob was on a 4.2. Now he's on 3 seconds. So I think he gained like a second maybe.
Okay. I thought it was less than what it was now, but I stand to be corrected. And Vali, that was going into the pit.
About.
Yeah, so if you're listening, Vali, and you want that removed, have your race director at the end of the race ready, so we can have a look at that.
Of course, if you didn't take any other penalties.
Yeah, if he takes 2 more. However, if he takes 3 more, we can still remove 3 seconds. Mansell Bob setting the fastest lap. Where is he?
I told you that. Can he already undercut Mikey? I don't think so. He will be P6. So Bob actually gained more time. He is 2.7 behind Mikey. Of course, the 2 laps old hard, but it really doesn't matter. It's only 2 laps. And Spray got ahead of Mikey with that pit stop as well.
Yeah.
So I think right now the best thing that can happen to the guys in front is Kochos and Shudam needs a safety car right now to save themselves.
Yeah, and
Shudam losing position.
Yeah, Vali's taken over Shudam, and now obviously on a charge towards Kotsos. The upside for Kotsos is his last stint will be on the medium tires, so he will be a lot faster than these guys.
Or maybe softs.
Oh, well, there's a call.
You can go if you have a brand new. You can go like lap 20 or maybe lap 17, 18, but you're gonna suffer.
Shudam straight away going into the pit. Sorry to interrupt you there, but he's decided to get rid of the 15 or lap hards as he got overtaken, and let's see what he goes for. He will drop back quite a bit. Guys that have already been in the pit, so we will have to find them on track to overtake them again. Papa Stevo is going past. He's on 10 lap old mediums though, so he will have to go again. And as you said, Shudon has gone to the medium tires through the tunnel, does it nice and steady, not taking any damage. That's something I could do. And he rejoins in the middle of a battle in P12. Right in the middle of traffic. That pit exit scares me. First you got the tunnel and then you enter in the middle of a corner with traffic all around you.
Ooh,
and we have a spinner. It's Saint Power.
Safety car! Just like I said, Kotos need a safety car.
But it's a bit too late for shoot on that. Oh, he will be in tears not having waited for another lap.
Very good timing for Kotos, even though I think...
Yes, you like it for the Greek guy.
He will lose the lead of the Grand Prix, maybe. But he will be second with brand new mediums. Mediums going to the end. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, he will definitely go for the mediums now. It's 13 laps, even with a bit of safety car. I'd say is too long for the softs, as they will just drop off a cliff for, I'd say, the last 3 laps if you do it now.
And Mikey pits as well. Mikey gets his tires gone. He goes back to mediums. To try new mediums. And Magnum Bob Crown at least P4.
Papa Stevo getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Also in the pit lane, I would say. Yeah, that could hurt him. We could have quite a few position changes here after the stewards have had a look at it.
So currently, Shuden is P10 with Amsterdam P12.
Yeah, Kotos came out a bit behind Spray and Pray as well. I'm sure he was only going to lose to Valley, but he's gone behind Spray and Pray as well. So he's got 2 cars to overtake, but he will have the pace for that on those newer medium tires. The other one who's going to look to be on the charge is Mikey. With new mediums as well on P6. However, everybody on fairly new tires now. Just a few that are going to be screaming in their helmet that the pit stop didn't come out, or the safety car didn't come out 1 or 2 laps earlier.
I think Shuden.
Oh, absolutely Shuden. And
Shuden was
just for Saint Power, if you're listening, guy, let us know what happened. We didn't quite catch it on stream. Maybe you did, Kip?
I think he spun. He spun and lost the car.
That does seem to happen sometimes.
I think you can ask Charlie about it. I think he lost it after the pit exit.
After the pit exit? That's so unlucky.
Well, the most dangerous spot to either crash or spun is there. I think we had like 3 incidents last night from that particular corner.
Yeah, could be. There were a few there.
So it's the corner actually to be very, very careful, because people are maybe coming out of the pit and you're in a fight. So you have to be careful there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even when your tires are perfectly in a good condition there, I find it still quite easy to lose the car in those corners. If you go slightly over the curbs too much with one of your wheels, your back just starts sliding and there's no recovery anymore at those speeds.
So the safety will not come in this lap, I think.
Shippo's a bit too far back, so maybe not. Good frame though to keep on driving. He was quite a bit behind after his initial spin and then damage. gap going, and obviously the safety car now with 11 laps to go will give him a little bit of a chance of a recovery drive.
Yeah, for safe car even in this lap, so we will wait another lap.
Another lap to go until Shippo has closed in on the pack. Unless we now get a very late safety car in call, but I doubt the game will do that.
I think, how many safety cars had tire 1? I think it had one?
No, I think the two had 2 or 3, as had the 3, they had definitely 3 safety cars.
Yeah, Tier 3 had 3.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Carvalho speeded right now. Shuden, Emjudan, and Papastio are 1 by 1.
Sure, MJ and Papastivo. They are gonna make this way too exciting for us.
And the only vulnerable right now is Emjudan with hard tires.
If we look at the Constructors' Championship, McLaren isn't scoring points at the moment. Alpine is, which means that Alpine will take the win.
So if Alpine gets the Constructors, does Papastio gets a little medal as well because he's their brother?
No, he doesn't. He's in a McLaren.
Why not?
No points for second place.
I know that because I'm never in second place.
Right, now we have the message for the safety car coming in this lap. I will just completely ignore you there, Kit.
Yeah, you do that.
So the safety car has put out his lights and will drive into the pit. It's now up to Vali to create a gap with that safety car, back up the pack a little bit, but not go too slow. And then once he thinks he can go, he can time it. But he's driving quite fast, I have to say, behind that safety car. Slowed it right down now, so maybe it's gonna work. He's taking a bit of a risk there to get the game to intervene, but now the pack is backed up. And now he's weaving, ready to go. And the safety car is in, so he can go anytime now as soon as he wants. It looks like he's going to take it down to the wire, at least in the exit of the last corner. And he's off. Getting a good launch there on spray and pray. Yeah, that was a very tactical decision to go Azure on the exit. Spray was still in the middle of the corner, so I had to be a little bit careful on his throttle. And straight away he gets a half a second gap on spray. And he has to do this as well to use spray as a little bit of a wall to bounce off Kotsos, who's on the newer medium tires.
And Spray is going for a move. He's very quick on the straight. Gets past Valley, and that was so close for Valley. Now Mikey leading position. Almost spun as well.
And Valley lost the position to Spray and Pray. Spray and Pray has taken over the lead of the race.
Yeah, no, I said it.
Sorry, I was slightly distracted. Kotsos all over the back. He's looking eager to take the position. And behind that is Management Bob, not too far away either. Dropping back a little bit. Let's see if he can stay inside the DRS though. Because it's not this lap yet. It's next lap that we will have the DRS activated. So we will need to fight a little bit longer to help them push him along with the use of DRS. Mikey is... Yeah, Mikey is right behind Mansell Bob as well, seeming to have a little bit more pace than Mikey, than Bob. Algerian close to Neil. Not sure if they've been in battles together before, but he's about to explore how the Great Wall of Neil defends. as they go through the hairpin. I think Neil was running a bit more arrow yesterday, so maybe Algerian will get him with the slipstream on this straight.
Coach is going for a double move. Sorry to interrupt again.
Oh
Going
yes,
for a
he
double
is.
move.
And
a little bit country. Not just a little country. Valley goes for a move on the outside. Off spray and gets a move done. Maybe
yes.
go for a move as well.
While you're keeping an eye on that, Algerian and Neil are fighting it out. Neil overtook, Algerian overtook Neil in the straight leading up to the hairpin, and then in the hairpin Neil just said, "Nope, I'll have that back, please." But then on the second straight going into the hairpin of turn 9, I believe, Algerian eventually took it as well. So we now got a 5 and 6 for Ferrari.
Bob made a mistake, a big mistake from Bob.
And is that how Mikey ended up in front of him?
Yeah.
Maybe you can stick with Mikey then until the DRS protection line, so you can stay with him for the DRS on the main straight.
I think we also need to look at the championship side, but Ash's done and Amsterdam's 9-10 and Capacity is 12. So it's just down.
Shooton is very close to Tom, and is he going to get him now with DRS? I think Tom will get DRS as well, as he does. Shooton very much is going to want to go past Tom.
Wheels.
A little bit of wheel banging, yeah. Very hard defending there, but all within limits. Shooton takes the position. MG Don and Papa Steve, they are fighting it out through the chicane. But that was a very clever move by Shooton as well, doing it right in the braking zone of that chicane. So Tom was out of position and having to defend from MG Don and Papa Stevo. So they will have lost time with that as well. But now, now they're still not gone through, but they're still fighting it out together. And in the meantime, Shooton is taking a little bit of a gap from Tom. Very soon to be over a second, I think, before the DRS detection zone even. So that's well done by Shooton, and he will then be gaining the most for this championship battle. But I can see MG Don overtaking Tom very soon, as he's now looking very eager on the rear of Tom.
And currently, with the fastest lap of Mikey is back on the DRS train. Mikey's 3-4-7 times, and now Missy Valley 6 tenths behind. Maybe go for a move the next DRS zone.
And we have a Shooton moving up on Neil. I think I heard a little bit of wheel banging, but Shooton has overtaken Neil just before the chicane on the straight.
Go for double move.
He's very much looking to overtake this Ferrari here, and he does around the outside. Can he keep it together? So far we've seen the inside car taking the better line here, and a big wobble there from the Ferrari of Algerian, and Shooton takes 6th position. Straight away all over the back of Men's Not Bob, and yes, MG Don did get a 3-second time penalty for track limits.
So the championship fight right now, as it stands, is P6, so it's 8 points, I think, 8 points for...
Let's fight, wait, because I think Shooton will definitely get Men's Not Bob here as well. Men's Not Bob ERS light is blinking. Shooton's isn't, so Shooton will have more ERS here. We'll have the DRS as well on the exit of the hairpin here. And then Shooton will be unleashed. He has found some pace out of nowhere, and he might even be able to meet up with the rest of the pack in front of him. And he has now overtaken Men's Not Bob. Point-wise, in 5th.
So, if it stands like this,
I think
Shooton
5th place is 10 points from the top of my head.
So will be the same with his brother, and MG Don has 8 right now, so he'll get 4 points. It will be 4 points between Esutan and Emchitan at the moment. With Papastivo
Only getting 2 points.
So Papastivo will be back with I think still 12 points.
12 points. So still very much in the fight, especially as you've got the sprint race next week, where there will be 8 points for the win in the sprint.
So everything can happen here, but you never know what's going to happen in the last 4 laps.
Shudon is getting some very important points here. And that 3-second time penalty for Men's Not Bob, is that going to... Yeah, but he's also got 3-second time penalty, so he will not benefit from that in itself, but he will take him on track, I think. Men's Not Bob just dropping back.
I think his hard tires doesn't fit him well. It seems like it.
Yeah, could be. MG Dunn's tires are only 2 laps younger. Bit of fighting back for Bob. He will now have the DRS as well.
Steve is also there as well.
Yeah, Menzel Bob looking to fight back, takes the outside line, takes more speed into the hairpin, goes a bit deep by that. Because of that, he has to possibly brake a little bit mid-corner, and that's how MG Dunn gets him back. Both now have blinking ERS lights. So yeah, that one's for MG Dunn. And now, will we see MG Dunn on all the hard tires driving up to his brother and go for a head-to-head battle? And he now, MG Dunn is now taking home 8 points the way it is. So the gap will be 8 points then, I think you say?
No, it will be 7 points.
7 points, alright.
Because it will be 4, but after the positions he gained MG Dunn, he gets plus 3, so he's on 7 points. So actually, MG Dunn gaining 3 points.
Sorry to interrupt. Papa Stevo is going for a move on Bob as well, and he's got him with the help of DRS. Menzel Bob still holding on though, brakes a little bit late, goes around the outside of the first part of the chicane, now has the inside. A little bit of banging wheels. Papa Stevo has the better exit on the outside with the fresher tires. And that is Men's Not Bob seen. And in the space of, I think, 3 laps, he's been overtaken by 3 Dunn brothers. But he fights back. Round the outside into the hairpin. He's learned from his mistake in the last corner to go too deep. Fights back and takes the position. Farley gets another 3-second penalty, and that will now be 6 seconds, and it will cost him dearly. That will be, well, Farley is in second place at the moment. He will drop down to 4th place, I think.
We have a one
caution is Haas. Yeah, somebody has spun a Haas. Costa has DNF'd. I think it's not. Yeah, it was a Latifi corner.
He made a Latifi, but on the other wall.
Farley will drop back, yeah, to 4th place with his time penalty. Maybe even 3rd as spray as a penalty. Gotsos and Farley.
I told you. And Farley takes out Gotsos because I saw that.
Yeah, that didn't look too clean. Yeah.
And now Mikey's leading the Grand Prix.
Yeah. I'm sure Farley and Gotsos will end up in the steward's room for that. Because I'm sure Gotsos won't be too happy for that. Farley's still all over the back of Mikey. Gotsos obviously dropped back. However, funnily enough, with Farley's time penalty as it is, Gotsos will still get him anyway.
But he's already on the DRS.
He is. As Emma now gets a 3-second time penalty.
He has 2 laps to get maybe the win. This lap and the next lap. So let's see if Gotsos can go back.
I think it will be too big of a gap now for Kotsos to take the win back. And Spot now gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
Oh, he is out. I just clicked my camera and
in turn 2.
In the corner I said it's very dangerous to go there.
It is. So we've done alright, and then all of a sudden with Tom taking the fastest lap away from everybody else on his fast try, saying, I'm too far back, let's put some softs on, see what I can do. And he takes his fastest lap. Yeah, very well done. If you think you can't get points anyway, do it that way.
Kotsos had a big moment, lost time there. I think Mikey will get a win.
Yeah.
And Kotsos will be second after all.
Yeah, well, Kotsos is already back on the back again of Vali. He might even get him on the last lap to become second.
No, he's stronger than a lot.
Oh, he had a bit of a moment there, yeah.
He had 3 moments in one sector.
Oh, Shudon gets a 3-second time penalty. Well, actually, Shu, MG Don, and Papa Steve all have 3-second time penalties.
Well, remember that Papa Steve got on track on the pit lane, so maybe Papa Steve can get his penalty out and jump on them, both of them.
The way it is at the moment, Shudon will keep the position, MG Don will keep the position as well, but Papa Steve will drop back down behind Neil. That's the way it is at the moment. And Vali making a move on Mikey for the lead.
Doesn't matter anyway, it's the last lap.
It's the last lap. He won't get whatever time he needs. It's 6 on here. Mikey actually overtakes him back. So on track we will have Mikey and Vali.
Spray was so close to Kotsos.
Yeah, if you stay with them, I'll stay with the lead and then work my way back as we are in the last lap and about to cross the finish line. But it looks like Mikey has got that one in the back after a little bit of drama earlier. Just one more corner to go. Keep it together, and he does take the win with Vali in second on track, but he will drop back. Kotsos in third, in second over the line. Spray and Pray takes third. Vali fourth. Shudon in fifth. MG Don in sixth. Papa Stevo becomes 8th after Neil becomes 7 with time penalties. 9th for Shippo. Great recovery drive from him after early drama for him. Piano Jam takes the last point away in 10th with his Williams. Morgan takes a point as is the first one outside the points in 11th place. Cavolis, Algerian, Ammon and Tom are the other one non-point finishers. Although the fastest lap is still, I think, on Tom. Oh, and he changed at the very last second. Was that Tom improving it again?
P14.
P14 with the fastest lap.
Still with it.
Yeah. I get that one. He's done quite good to recover after his qualifying ban into, what did we say in the end, 7th place?
8th after the penalty, but we shall see after it.
That one can maybe be removed. Oh, and apparently it was Airman taking the fastest lap at the very last second. Well spotted, Ralphie, thank you.
And also, congratulations to Alpine for winning the Constructor Championship.
Yes, well remembered. They've got that one sealed in the back now. And Kotsos, even though he seems to be cheering on the podium there in second place, I'm sure he's grumpy he didn't get the win after that moment earlier with Vali.
I saw the message on the Discord already from Kotsos. He's not happy at all.
I can understand that one, and I will sure we see all the angles in the steward room, but for now it's Mikey in first, Kotsos in second, Spray in third, and then we didn't quite got to the non-finishers earlier. It's Saint Power Oostpon early on, then Costasar Oostpon slightly later, making himself a Latifi, and then Men's Not Bob spun as well, but he's still classified as it happened so close towards the end. But because of that, he's got no points, and that was Tier 2 in Abu Dhabi. Next week they will have their decider, and it will be between the three Dunn brothers. I'm sure they all three still got a shot at this.
I mean, yeah, I think so. Amsterdam and Amsterdam is on a seven. Wait, what?
Straight going into a short qualifying. I'm sure none of us has picked for that.
Okay.
Don't know what's happening there. Can't even elect to leave the server. Anyhow,
Yes,
that's just nice background scenes. Yeah. Nice race overall. One safety car.
pretty good, I think. And the racing
Yeah.
was pretty good as well.
Yeah, I've just seen the one incident between Vali and Kotsos. Other than that, everything seemed fair. We had a few wing changes. But on to next week in Brazil for their sprint race. And after
Season
that,
finale.
that's their season finale. And then we can fully focus on the new season, which will be shortly after that one. Anything else for you to say? Driver of the day, maybe?
I think after all and all this chaos happening, I think Papa Steve would get my vote. Not because he's a McLaren. I think he got a very
Yep.
good recovering, and Amsterdam as well. He out of nowhere, he was
Yeah.
dead last, almost in there. So it's between
Should have
them. I don't
done
know.
well as well from 12th to finish in front of the other two championship contenders. But also Shippo after his early moments to go back. Those would be more my sort of guys. All outstanding performance with a great recovery drive, really.
Where did he finish?
Shippo, he ended
Yeah.
in the points, didn't he? And
Oh, that's
did he
close.
take the last place, last points place?
That's close. I really don't know who's gonna take that driver of the day. To be honest, so between for me, as it's done.
Actually, he finished in ninth. I
Oh,
stand corrected.
then Ship is a legend. Gets my vote then.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this week's race. Next week, uh, Brazil for the season finale and the Drivers' Championship decider. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
See you guys.